Today on Channel A, a proposed gun control legislation bill that could affect the Appalachian community.
And Appalachian State continues its green legacy.
Plus, Spring Open House brings new students to our campus. Good evening and welcome to Channel A. I'm Heather Stone.
And I'm Matt McClellan.
We hope you tune in weekly for a review of events at ASU. Faculty Senate passed a resolution Monday against the North Carolina House Bill 937. This controversial bill will allow for a person with a concealed and carry license to have their gun locked in a compartment of their vehicle on the premises of public university. The resolution said that the Faculty Senate of Appalachian State University is opposed to any legislation that would result in private citizens bringing firearms to campus. President of the UNC system, Tom Ross, shared his thoughts on the bill Monday, stating that the potential tragedy far outweighs any potential benefit or convenience to concealed carry permit holders.
You probably already know that sustainability is an important part of Appalachian, but the Princeton Review is once again recognizing ASU as a green school this year. 322 colleges and universities across the nation are included in the Princeton Review's Guide to Green Colleges for 2013. The guide was created in collaboration with the Center for Green Schools at the U.S. Green Building Council. This is the fourth year the guidebook has been published and commending the nation's most environmentally responsible colleges. It's the third time Appalachian State has been included. 3 for 4 is an accomplishment we can all be proud of. And since Appalachian has always had an interest in keeping things green, another important accomplishment has App State taking our Green Thumb International. 2 years ago, Appalachian won the People's Choice Award at the National Solar Decathlon in Washington, D.C. The 2014 International Solar Decathlon in Versailles, France, involves building a house that runs on renewable energy. Earlier in March, 26 students revealed their preliminary designs for the solar homestead. The next step is to take these things and build it into functional homes. By the end of the summer, Appalachian will start building in preparation for Solar Decathlon 2014. And in the international spirit of giving, Appalachian's Wine to Water chapter raised $1,000 at the Pirate Racing Productions' 4th annual Boone-Roubaix bicycle race on Saturday. Wine to Water President Katie Cook states that this was the biggest fundraiser of the year, and the outcome was huge for the club. The $1,000 raised will go toward the club's project of building new drinking wells in Cambodia.
And as this year comes to a close, potential Appalachian students visited campus to experience what we have to offer. Channel A's Michael Markovsky found out the importance of Spring Open House.
1,300 prospective high school students attended the Spring Open House to discover Appalachian. Held twice a year, the Open House kicked off with club and organizations fair that held the attention of students and their families. It included information sessions on the library and recreation centers, and tour guides provided relevant advice for students considering to be a part of Appalachian's family. Tour led students around our campus and was sure to highlight the best things about Appalachian State. Soon, Appalachian will be opening its doors again for freshman orientation. For Channel A, I'm Michael Markovsky.
Coming up, with summer only a week away, we asked you what your plans are over the long-anticipated break.
And stay tuned to see what the weather will be during exam week.
And later on, find out who will be leaving the Channel A family.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
With exam weekend gear, many students are stressed and looking forward to a break from hitting the books. Channel A's Nakia Hewitt found out what App State students are planning for summertime.
The countdown to the end of the semester has already begun, and students are looking forward to their biggest break of the year. Channel A wanted to know what App State students are doing for summer break.
My plans for this summer is actually starting nursing school, and I'll also be working up at the health center, so I'll be helping new students get registered into our system so that we can see them in the fall.
I'm going to be working at Camp Dogwood. It's camp for blind and visually impaired adults.
I'm moving to Washington, D.C. And living at the Appalachian House, which is on North Carolina Avenue in the Eastern Market area of D.C. I'm going to be interning with the Friends Committee on National Legislation, which is a Quaker lobbying group right on Capitol Hill. And I'm going to be doing some base level research on gun violence prevention, as well as campaign finance reform. And I'm going to just kind of get to live in D.C. for 9 weeks.
My plans for this summer would be to work all the time pretty much and then attend 2 of my best friends' weddings. I'm a bridesmaid in one of them.
This summer I have an internship back in my hometown in Lenore. So I'll be doing that for 6 weeks and probably go on a cruise.
This summer I'll be up here for wrestling practice. I'll be running a wrestling camp. Going to South Africa for 2 months to volunteer for a nonprofit organization. I'm just going to be teaching kids how to surf and doing other recreational activities for them.
This summer I am doing nothing.
We go work at Camp Eagle Rock in Charlotte, where we help typically developing kids and kids who have autism. And we mix them together so kids who are typically developing can work and be around kids who have autism and learn about it and hopefully stop the judging that most people grow up with.
Hopefully hanging out with my roommates before we all go our different ways and enjoying the summer sun.
Studying for the MCAT, yeah, for 2 months. And then I go into Colorado, and then I go into San Francisco, and it's my first time in the West Coast.
That's nice. I'm going home to the Eastern Cape in South Africa. I was here on an exchange program, and it ends this semester, so sadly I have to go back.
Well, initially I was planning to move to China, to Shanghai, to teach English, but I'm having some difficulties getting there and finding a job. So I don't really know what's going to happen after I graduate this May. So I'm staying positive and trying to find a job.
Reporting for Channel A, I'm Nakia Hewitt.
And how's the weather going to be during finals week, Amber?
Well, we'll get to exam week in just a minute, but you most likely woke up to some rain this morning. And as you can see, seeing that all the way to Florida. And so that rain may or may not continue into the next week. We'll get that in just a minute, but for now, let's look at the temperatures. It is 53 in Boone right now and goes down into 48 in Blowing Rock. And normally we see that the temperature lowers as we go up the mountain, but instead it's actually all the way into 46 in Lenore. So that's pretty unusual for this time of year. But will those temperatures rise? Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. You can actually see that those temperatures are going to stay fairly consistent for the next couple of days. It is going to be 54 and rainy on Saturday, 52 and rainy on Sunday, 54 and rainy on Monday, but then those temperatures will peak up to 63 on Tuesday and 70 on Wednesday. So as you can tell, we will have thunderstorms and rain into the beginning of this next week, and we can't see it on the forecast, but it's looking like we're going to be having rain all the way to next Friday. We'll get a break on Friday, and then it looks like it's going to rain again for graduation weekend. We'll hope that that'll change because that forecast was actually different yesterday. It said that it was supposed to be sunny and 70 on Saturday, so we'll hope that it goes back to that schedule. But for now, we'll look at the optimistic side of things and the fact that you'll be inside cozy during the rain while you study for exams. Back to you in the studio. Thank you so much, Amber. Coming up, Channel A Sports with Evan Taylor has some exciting news for the Mountaineers.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
The Appalachian State softball team played its last regular season home games on Wednesday with a doubleheader against Radford. The Lady Mountaineers took both games and finished with a perfect home record of 18 wins and 0 losses and sits at 29-18 overall. Coach Shea Wesley will lead the team to Georgia Southern for the final series of the regular season. A series win will earn App's first ever regular season title. The chant starts tomorrow with a doubleheader and ends up with a 1-game on Sunday. App State Baseball opens up a 3-game series against third-place Elon today. Elon was atop the conference but has lost 12 of their last 15 games. However, the Phoenix have had success against App in SoCon play, winning 24 of 28 games since 2004. App State enters the series in 6th place, but sits just 3.5 games back of the Citadel in 2nd. Time is of the essence as there are just 9 games left in the regular season. And as for football, Sam Martin was drafted by the Detroit Lions in the 5th round of the NFL draft, and Demetrius McCray was selected by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 7th round. 3 other Mountaineers were signed to free agent contracts. Jeremy Kimbrough was picked up by the Washington Redskins, Troy Sanders by the Atlanta Falcons, and Stephen Miller will join Sam Martin in Detroit. The Washington Redskins also invited running back Rod Chisholm to their rookie camp where he will compete for a contract. That camp will take place this weekend. And if Rod Chisholm makes the cut, they'll put 14 total App players in the NFL.
Wow, that's
pretty impressive.
Absolutely, and I can't believe Sam Martin was chosen in the 5th round. I mean, that's so impressive.
I really did not see that
It's
coming.
pretty high for a punter.
Yeah. Makes you feel good about our school. As the semester comes to an end, Channel 8 wants to commemorate our graduating seniors after the break.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. Planting seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall. Book can make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome back to Channel A. So as we were sitting here over the break, we were just talking about how it's so hard to believe that 4 years have gone by. It's been such an amazing experience, and doing Channel A for the first time. You know, it's been our first year, and as seniors, we're all seniors doing our last show, and it's it's hard to believe, and we just spent a lot of time, put a lot of time into this.
It's been a quick and fun year.
Yeah, it's been a lot of trial and error and a lot of you know, hitting the wall and seeing what sticks. But I think that we've come out on top, and it's been a good year.
Yeah, that's right. And I really think that this is a lot of what college is about, is trying new things, and it's being a part of different experiences that you maybe don't get after you graduate. And so I know that that's what Channel A has been for us, and hoping that we can leave a legacy so that that can continue into the next year. But people who are part of SGA or the ACT office, I mean, we're seeing that all across campus, and I've been inspired by all the students at Appalachian.
And next year, we are moving into the Beasley building, which is so exciting for everybody that's coming up through the program.
Well, we aren't, unfortunately. We'll be moving on.
Right. And as you watch Channel A, you'll actually see that we'll be in a new studio, so we're really excited for that. So you'll have to make sure you keep an eye out. But for now, we're living in the present, and it's exam week. So we hope that you do well on your exams. And like I mentioned earlier, we will see rain in the next week. So hopefully that can keep you inside, drinking your coffee and tea and feeling cozy as you study for exams. We're really hoping that that rain will go away, that forecast for next weekend. But for now, we'll just study our hardest, and I know that you'll make it through.
We all did. Channel A would like to thank you for watching our first year with us, and we would also like to thank our graduating seniors, all 18 of them.
Next year, we'll be moving to the Beasley Media Complex, as we said earlier. You can catch us there in the fall. Good luck with finals, and have a great summer.